Hello, my name is Donald DeSanto, and today I'm here to talk to you about the role of the media specialist in the school districts. I currently work in southern New Jersey, the school district, and a middle school, and I am appalled at the way the district is moving towards not having a full-time media specialist. Today I'm doing this for a class, for educational technology class at the University of Phoenix, and I am going to go through my spiel. Currently, my district has laid off a number of staff due to funding. That is uncontrollable in our district. The funding comes from the state and federal government, and they're cutting back funding. Funding has been cut from the Department of Education by $141 million as of 2011. Johnson, Olaf, and Williams in 2011 stated the economic effect for the U.S. economy with state employees is bleak. And what they meant by that is the state keeps taking money away from these employees, cutting their pensions, and making their job opportunities harder to come by. And that's affecting our school right now. Our school had to lay off a custodian, the full-time library or media specialist at the middle school, and we only have one part-time media specialist in the two elementary schools. That person runs back and forth, along with many other support staff. Now, what I propose today is that we study the role of the media specialist after examining the problem. The problem is the media specialist is not being employed in full capacity in our district. Technology is being integrated, but there's nobody to go to who has a clear-cut answer on how to use it, or who can answer questions without calling the support staff of the company. So if you're a teacher like I am, you actually have to call the company to find out how to do something. And if all your teachers are having to call the company, you're taking time away from their planning, their instruction, or they're being prepared for future classes, for student work. This is affecting student readiness, and this is supported by research. Hull and Taylor in 2010 stated, student readiness is affected by the lack of a media specialist. Now, a media specialist can support in many areas. Hull and Taylor did a study in 2010 that showed that collaboration between a university can improve student readiness with a media specialist from an elementary school, from P to 12, or kindergarten to 12. Now, I'm proposing a non-experimental correlational design that has a pre-test, post-test. I wanted to use the measures of academic progress. That's what we use in our district, and the acronym is MAP. That's a norm referenced assessment, and that can be used for students and at 3 intervals during the school year. So it's at 3 months, 0 months, 3 months, 6 months, and then they wait and take the 9-month one for the next year. So that would be your 0-month score. If we do this, if we have a school that has a media specialist and one that does not have a media specialist, and then we measure them with this map, we wouldn't be able to control for extraneous variables, although we would be able to find if there's a possible correlation between having a media specialist and not having a media specialist. We could also have a computer test and a technology integration test, but I haven't found one that is objective or able to meet the design I wanted to put together. Now, the purpose of the study. The purpose of the study is to see how the media specialist can improve collaboration among a middle school and a university, which is not going on now at my district. It's also hoping to provide support for teachers and students in K to 8 in my district. And in addition to that, support teachers, students, and administrators with knowledge of copyright infringement. That's something the media specialist is trained in their master's degree programs. Now, if they can help you with the copyright infringement, I'm thinking they will also be able to save you from lawsuits in the future. Now, the lawsuits in the future state the Chinese School Appeals copyright decision in 2004 stated in their article, the United States lost $9.2 billion in 2002 due to copyright infringement. The second thing I wanted to look at was the increasing gaming or game theory could possibly come from the librarian or the media specialist, because they will be able to help the teachers or support staff find, locate, and help the teachers and students use the games to improve student success or student achievement. And this is supported by many studies. Garreau and Gu in 2009 stated, gaming theory has been shown to improve student engagement, motivation, and student learning. Now, social constructivism is a concept where you construct knowledge as you go along. Vygotsky and Dewey both supported this. And I think gaming theory, and researchers also say this, gaming theory is a way that students can construct knowledge without having to be guided totally by a teacher. The students are motivated enough to keep trying to learn what they have to learn to play the game. And the third thing I would like to look at is the media specialist's support of the teacher and the student. Barrow in 2010 suggested the media specialist, if trained properly, can support students when they come to the library. Now, this could be academically, socially, or emotionally. Of course, they would have to have training and counseling, but that would also come with the ability to help these students and possibly refer to counselors if need be, if the students were having trouble. One of the things Barrow found in 2010 was the students who came to the media specialist or the librarians, they had problems, but the librarians weren't trained to identify those problems and work with the students. And that's the third thing I would like to look at. In conclusion, I would like to say the media specialist is an important component to the school district. Without a media specialist, I believe you're opening yourself up to liability, lawsuits for copyright infringement. You're not preparing students for their technology integration in the future as best we could. And I think that teachers would also receive support with the media specialist, as well as administrators, to help integrate technology more into the classroom. Thank you very much.